personalized services that reflect the cherished memories of your loved one. From traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life, we provide a range of options tailored to your family's wishes. Whether it's a simple service or an elaborate tribute, we ensure every detail is handled with care. Let us help you create a meaningful farewell, honoring the legacy of your loved one. To learn more about our services, call 758-452-2021 Castries, 758-454-9239 Beaufort. Visit us at www.rambalisfuneral.com. Rambali's Funeral Parlor, where memories are cherished and love is everlasting.
Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good night to our listeners and to our viewers in St. Lucia and across the globe. Welcome to Hard Drive for today, Wednesday, the 23rd of July, 2025. My name is Andre Paul, the co-host of the show. To my immediate right, we have none other than the lovely Keena. Keena, good morning to you.
Good morning, Andre Paul. How are you doing?
Welcome
back.
Well.
You look bright this morning. Good morning, Tony Paul, as well.
Tony, after 4 days rest.
Good morning to our listeners.
We have to look bright.
Too.
Unfortunately, I can't say the same.
No rest for the weary.
That's right. Action all the way.
Oh.
You know he celebrated his birthday on the weekend.
How bit my business out there.
I didn't give a date. I didn't give a date.
You just said the weekend.
On the weekend. Yes, a whole weekend affair.
Yes.
Yes, I
did indeed.
Mm-hmm. And he got a nice cake.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Too, yes.
Oh, look at you. That's amazing,
yeah.
You'll tell us all about it, too.
Certainly, I will.
And Tony, we have to compliment Marie.
That's right. Marie, thank you so very much. She went above and beyond this time, so I so appreciate it. It's like honestly, it was like a wow. You know?
You were not expecting it.
Nothing like that. Yeah.
Okay. You know what she put in the cake?
Right.
a bottle of Hennessy.
A big one or a small one?
A small one. A small one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bet you had something to do with that, didn't you?
No, actually, she actually asked me.
Oh,
yeah. What's his favorite?
Talk about the angel without wings, huh?
Exactly.
She always delivers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So it was all good.
I saw Donald Trump on the weekend. He got out of a plane craft, some aircraft, and he he put on a MAGA hat. I thought of you right away. He just got out of the aircraft, he put it on. Now there's another thing they showed him making fun of Joe Biden. Mm-hmm. You know, I think Joe Biden. There's a thing I watched on the weekend where presidents and so on were making gaffes, right? And they featured him a lot. Joe Biden. Imagine Joe Biden turning around looking for somebody to shake their hand. Nobody there.
Wait.
Shaking it, and he lost, you know.
Wow.
That time he was going behind something, and of course President Trump saw that, and he was mocking the guy.
Oh my God.
Mocking the guy. I said, Trump is
different, you know.
When your turn comes.
But you know what? I'm really not surprised because Trump is being Trump. He's always been that way.
Yeah.
He's always been exactly like that.
Anyway, before we move on, well, you know, guys, I spoke with Lotus, and we're talking a lot about carnival and so on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, I know you guys want to comment, so I commented so much already this morning. I know I just have to let you guys do your thing because I commented so much. Yeah, I'll probably be repeating myself.
Yes.
Oh.
So, but just before we get into that, let me just remind our listeners and viewers at the Tomaso Bread Place. Boy, I was there yesterday, Tony. I actually sat close to the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did?
The guys even
brick
said,
oven, right?
Yeah. Actually told me to come and get the bread and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't do that.
Oh.
There were too many people around. Next thing you know, I made a faux pas there.
And you were caught on camera?
You know me already. Yeah. So there are a lot of visitors there at the time. I had some bread and cheese and stuff. Tasted really good.
Yeah.
You know the bread does this crackling sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When it's nice and fresh and hot.
Fresh and right. Yes.
This crackling sound.
And with the cheese melting in there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right, so just like to remind you that today is going to be Bax Bouillon. Okay,
Ooh,
Bax Bouillon at the Tomaso Bread Place. So no doubt, I always say that is real food. It has all the good stuff inside there.
you've
All
always
the
said
good
that.
stuff inside there, especially the peas. For me, I love the peas, man. I love the peas. Of course, the usual sea moss flavors, including coconut, ginger, peanut, and peanut punch, and regular sea moss with flaxseed and chia seeds. All happening at the Tomaso Bread Place. Bax Bouillon today. All right? Good stuff, good stuff.
So, cooked by Yaslin.
You mean the Bax Bouillon?
Yeah.
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 Right. And it's spread to everyone who comes for the Bax Bouillon at the what should I call it?
The eatery?
So if you know everyone who's passing, but it's Yaslin's special.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. I thought the others would do a day two that they do some cooking or something.
But
They have-
Yasmin is
yeah.
the one cooking most of the time.
Right, exactly. So they have all this stuff there, pizza.
Oh yeah.
and-
So Yasmin cooks and someone else makes the pizza.
They-
Someone
right,
else makes
exactly.
the bread.
The
It's a
fried-
whole
the fried
family,
chicken.
whole family affair.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and really and truly, I mean, the family has taken the business to another level.
For sure, Andre.
Over
For
the
sure.
years, yes.
Because early days we just knew it as the bread place.
That's the bread
Exactly.
That's where you
place,
stop to get
Tomaso
Creole bread.
And
and
that
stuff
was
like
it.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was it. And now that's another level. I like that.
Yeah.
I find that's really, really impressive.
Yes.
Very
It
impressive,
is.
actually.
It is. When you can move
Yeah.
from just a small thing and you realize that there is room for growth and you make it happen.
Exactly.
And they're doing it as a family too. That's huge.
Right.
Yeah.
Tony,
right.
the place. I mean, that's a perfect example. Remember Raymond's Groceries,
Oh, definitely.
right?
Oh, sure,
Here's
sure.
that's a perfect example of a business, basically that just stayed stagnant. It had. I mean, there was a lot of potential for growth because back in the day, it was like a little what do you call a mini mart?
Yes.
Little thing you go there, you ask for your pound of sugar, your pound of flour, kind of thing.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe it's because he maybe I don't know. I know he had a daughter. Remember he had a daughter, Tony?
No.
Yeah, he had a tall daughter. I remember her well.
Oh, God.
I think she had gone to the U.S. After a while. So maybe, I guess maybe she didn't have the vision to take it to the next level. So that's a perfect example of what we're talking about.
The only thing, because it used to be like you say, you ask for a pound of sugar, you ask for bread, right?
Yeah,
The only thing, Andre,
you couldn't
I
walk
remember,
inside and take it.
It changed to that, except if other people took it over. Because I remember it changed to that, where like a mini supermarket, the one at Leclerc.
Right.
Well, I'm talking one at the Vidbutai Cultural Club. You know what I mean? It kind of changed to that for a little while. I'm actually remembering, you walk in there. Wentiller, the late Wentiller worked there.
Yes, I remember that. Yes,
So
I
at the
remember
time
that.
she was working there, it was like a little self-service.
Yeah.
But again, probably, Andre, different owners took it over.
What would you say as far as this place there on Marianne Street? What is it called again?
Mary Ann Street.
Yes, the supermarket there.
Elwin?
Not Elwin, Tony and Marianne Street, man. Sorry, Bonjay. Look, Albert, Lira.
Oh, Lira.
Lira.
Yeah, what do you think about that one? Because that's another interesting one, where the family seem to have gotten things together and so on. They seem to be working
They expanded quite a bit and so on.
exactly, and it was very popular.
It was
Yeah.
very popular.
Very
Tremendous.
popular. I mean, everybody's flocking there, going to get all this stuff there and so on.
You remember Lira Supermarket?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
My favorite thing there was the tamarind ball.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think there's a shop nearby that still has it.
Yeah, that still has it. Yeah,
Yeah.
tamarind ball and all the confectionery stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think when Julian's came on the scene, and Julian started giving giveaways. Remember that, Tony?
Oh, I-
Giveaways
yeah.
and all that kind of thing
Stuff that we had never heard of
to win
before.
people's hearts, boy.
That's right.
What?
That's right.
After they won our hearts,
That was it.
it's just like a regular lover. They take it for granted.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's done in now. What do you get? Points. That's what you get now.
The
Points.
Points, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what about that experience? That was an interesting experiment.
Yeah, they did really, really well. They, again, as we said, they expanded, and after that, well, we know Alan DJ, one of those who was
Integrally involved in the
very,
business.
very much so.
Mhm.
All right.
He passed. He passed.
Yes.
But not. I mean, before he passed, they were doing very, very, very well. And like I don't know, something just happened all of a sudden now.
Yeah.
And I said maybe it's the Julian
Right.
thing.
That's what I was just going to say. Maybe it's the competition.
Yeah. Because of course there were constraints inside their space and so on.
Yeah.
Right?
They couldn't expand anymore.
Because you look at the typical aisle at Massey is huge.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's huge.
Yes,
They're huge,
There's
man.
room to pass and trolleys and so on.
Yeah, man. So if you have to go into this business now, you got to come good.
Yes, yes, very much.
Things
so.
have really,
Very
really
much so.
changed. Really changed.
Yeah, like I'll mention it's Falcon Crest. I think it's called now. The one at Leclerc used to be pretty popular. It had just that name.
Yeah. And
people
even
still call it that.
yes, and even they too. I mean, they're still around. When I say I think under new management.
Yes.
And
It has
same
changed.
concept. This
Yeah.
tea boutique kind of thing, small aisles, and when you go in there, you can't. Sorry, well, fuck, I shouldn't say that. let me take that back. Good thing I didn't say it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's, I guess some people are just satisfied with where they are, and they don't want to, extend themselves any further because they figure they won't be able to manage it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, I imagine it involves a lot of additional expense.
Yes, it will come with
And
additional
it's called
overheads and stuff like that.
DEBT.
Yes.
DEBT. Debt. But, well, you got to take some risks.
Yeah.
Some people just don't want to take the risk. They're very
That is the
comfortable
thing.
with what they have and
That's right.
satisfied too.
Yes. And if you really look at it, I mean, some of the biggest risk takers, that's the only way that they made it, by
Yeah.
taking this huge leap of faith, literally leap of faith. But behind that, in terms of a business succeeding, I think you must really, really, really believe in it. You must really believe in. If you don't have that, you wouldn't succeed. Because you must really believe in what you're doing and have the vision and know where you would like it to go.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And to make the sacrifice now, to make the sacrifices necessary to ensure that it goes that way. But if you're just doing something because you see somebody else is doing it, you're trying a thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't think you're really
Trying
good.
to think is never going to work.
Yeah.
You have
You
to
must
go
have
in it with
a
all
passion
that
for it.
passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So,
Before we move on, let me just tell the listeners, hey, good morning to you, by the way. I just said good morning, Andrew, good morning, Keena, but we didn't say listeners, hi, and viewers to Facebook and X and also YouTube. We welcome you as well. We do not have we won't have the shout outs on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp?
Yeah.
okay.
Because
today.
we had a few little issues over the weekend. I was able to work on the one that you are at, but not ours. And
Okay.
Keena
So
just
Facebook
pointed it
is
out to
okay?
me. Facebook should be fine in terms of, but
Yeah, Facebook is fine.
I looked at Facebook and I can't see where the people are, sending the messages. I can't find that. Huh?
You can't?
Mm-mm.
How do you mean?
I'm gonna open it as we speak, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right. So, having said that, we are hoping that not hoping, but we know. I said Facebook. I meant
Facebook.
right. I meant Facebook. No. I meant what's the other one again?
YouTube?
YouTube. What? Yeah.
Oh, you'll have to
That's
go.
why you all
you'll
look at
have
me
to-
like, what's wrong with this
You'll
guy?
have to go to YouTube and check it out. there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I go to YouTube and I cannot see anywhere where the shout outs are. People are, saying and sending messages and commenting on what we're commenting on.
Maybe
and so
they're
on.
not commenting.
Oh,
That
that's
could be
what
a
it is.
reason.
That's what it is. Okay.
Maybe they comment after the show, but not during. It's possible.
Okay.
If anything.
Okay. So Tony, just before we move on, so how's the birthday, man?
Good. Very quiet. Andrew, nobody, I know nothing about birthday. Nobody wished me happy birthday. That's it. You know what I mean? You don't know, you could hardly wish me happy birthday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like it that way. And if now we mentioned it now, people will say, hey, happy belated. Just hold off.
Happy belated.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and we have to respect that.
Hold off on that. Like Andrew,
He
like
doesn't
some
really
fellas.
celebrate his birthday. That's what you're
In a
saying,
sense,
pretty
yes.
much.
Just the scene. We call it the scene of happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. Hey, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Like one or two fellas in our chat group celebrating their birthdays, right? And what happened is one person just have to say happy birthday, John Q. Boy, dear everybody, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Because you know what I mean? They want to wish you happy birthday. And you have to go, thank you very much. Thank you very much. For me, that's just a pain in the butt. Although what somebody said is wait until the whole day passed, then say thank you everybody
everyone, yeah.
for sending the request. Sometimes as soon as you say that, another person type thank you, happy birthday.
Exactly.
Why? Let me tell
It's the
you.
easiest thing to do, to say happy birthday. Okay, talking about happy birthday, our dear friend at Mirage Insurance Agency, her name is Shelly.
Oh.
Shelly Trish. She's celebrating her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy
Shirley.
birthday, Shelley.
Yes, very lovely lady. She's lovely on the inside and also on the outside.
Happy
So,
birthday.
Shelley, good morning to you. I know she's listening. No doubt. Happy birthday to you from your entire family, especially, your son, I believe. No, your daughter. I think so. Yeah, she has a girl. And, of course, from the staff at Mirage Insurance Agency as well. All right? So, Shelley/Trish, have yourself a great day on your special day today.
She's still at Blue Coral, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's where they are.
Okay.
Okay, she's very, 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 talking about somebody who's checking out for Rev-Up, she's the one.
All right.
Happy birthday, Shelley.
Happy
Really
birthday one
appreciate
more time, Shelley.
Okay, before we move on, just something I wanted to mention. I want to say about, how fathers, and real fathers, right, get a lot of licks, get a lot of wounds and so on. And I just feel that Father's Day should be every day, not just and same thing for Mother's Day, right? Should be every day. And your birthday should be every day. Should treat people well, right? Especially those who live up to a certain standard. Now, I sent you a report, a CNN report. I sent it to Tony as well. But I think you didn't really check the phone on the
I
weekend.
haven't really checked it, no.
So I sent it for Tony for a couple of things, because it showed the level and the severity of the suffering in Gaza, where children are starving and so on, literally dying, melting away on hospital beds. It's really, really atrocious what's happening there. But I don't know if you checked that about the story. I know you watched it, Tony.
No.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
No.
Oh, you
Was
just
it one of those HTTP things? No,
It was a CNN report.
I never opened those.
You kidding me?
I honestly,
But I sent it to you.
I know it. I just look at it. I figure, hey, HTTP.
Tony, got fair black, that's
No,
all.
I swear to you, I even know you sent that. Let me just, while you speak, let me just look at that.
I thought he watched the
Oh,
thing.
you saw the blue
Patrick.
ticks.
Yeah, because I was hoping we could just have a
Okay,
little
well,
discussion on that. But that's all right. That's
Say it
okay.
and we
That's all
could
right.
still discuss
But I
that.
just want to make one very, very important point. In the report they show a family, right? A family with, I think, maybe about a good 5-6 children somewhere inside there. You have a wife and so on, and also you have the father. Okay. Now the way this thing is set up is that these people have to go to a certain point to literally beg for food. Okay. Because Israel is playing hardball and saying Hamas is taking the food, and because Hamas is taking the food, basically everybody, it's like collective punishment. So when you go to that point, you take a risk with your life because you could be killed.
Right.
Okay, you have the Israeli forces there. In fact, so far since I think they set up this American/Israeli foundation, right? They've killed either close to or over 1,000 people who go to look for food. Okay, they just open fire on the people. They say the people look suspicious, all kinds of.
It's almost like the Hunger Games we mentioned a few weeks ago.
There you go. Okay, now in the story they showed you this gentleman. He got a bowl of food, so-called food. It is just like a sort of soft soup.
Soup, like
kind of
peas
kind
kind of
of
like
soup,
yellow
yeah,
peas
yeah,
kind of looking.
right? And you could see some
Right.
thing inside there looks like so-called soup. And the man left where he was, and he went to the home, and the family, they show you the family is eating this so-called meal. You know what happened? The man took 1 tablespoon of food and he withdrew.
Oh my God.
Just to ensure that the children get a little more food. So he took just one tablespoon of food. Actually, so there, and he went back like this. And I said to myself, why?
Just enough to he thinks that can sustain
Yeah,
him.
the
And
family.
the most important thing is my children.
My children, once they
because
eat.
I do not want them to suffer.
Yeah. That's why I sent it to you guys to check that out. It was so moving watching that story. And they show you scenes of, the little starving children on the bed and so on, just skin and bones. It is so bad. It is so bad there. Okay? And I think right now, about 12 countries, the United Kingdom included, they wrote a letter to the Israelis saying, you need to stop this thing.
That's a humanitarian crisis.
This has to
and
stop.
They really need to stop. So
But
many countries should come on board to.
There's nothing, they're not doing anything else. They're not doing it. It's like they're just handicapped. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that if they try to intervene, because I think they want to, you look at probably the possibility of a third world war right there. Because
Yeah.
America will always come to the assistance of Israel.
Of Israel, yes.
And especially with Donald Trump being there, he wouldn't care who they massacred at that point in time there. But it's really sad. It's really sad that nothing can be done apparently with this Israel. this people.
I'm really hoping that before the year ends, there's some sort of hope. Because so many people are dying, so many people are starving. And just looking and just you speaking on that, it really tugged at my heartstrings. And the images, I don't get to see them, but just you describing it's tough to hear, that people are actually going through that.
As we speak.
And as we speak, and nothing, no matter what the bigger countries are trying to do to, put an end to all that war and that starvation, nothing seems to be happening.
Yeah.
And at some point in time, where Israel, the Prime Minister of Israel, I mean, doesn't it hurt you at some point in time? Doesn't
You know why? You know why, Keena? You know why? There's an interview that Piers Morgan did
tough.
with one of the leaders of what they call the settlers. These are the people who throw them out of their homes and so on. They were interviewing this lady, and Piers Morgan asked her 4 times, does it hurt you? Does it affect you in any way to see the children who are hurting like that and starving? Does that affect you? Her response 4 times, she says, tell the Arabs not to teach their children to hate Israelis. That's what she said. Pierce said to her, I've given you 4, and that's what you're saying? You have no...
Each time she answered the same thing?
Same thing. Tell the Palestinians, do not teach their children to hate Israelis.
But the children are not doing anything wrong.
Exactly. She does not care. They do not care. It doesn't bother them one iota that these people... they see them as little devils. That's the thing. Or in fact, probably worse than that. Okay, I just thought I should just mention that. I shared it with you guys, hoping that you'd see what I'm talking about and that you'd be able to opine. But that's okay. That's all right. So, just a quick thing before we move on. Seems like we're expecting some iffy weather.
Yes.
Today. Let me just read this. From the Met Office saying that cloudy to overcast with scattered showers, which Heather didn't say may, they say will be heavy at times, and isolated thunderstorms. Motorists and pedestrians, residents should be vigilant and cautious due to slippery road surfaces, low visibility, and possible localized flooding in areas prone to such hazards.
Slippery road
I just thought I should mention
that's a lot
that.
of rain there. That's definitely something that we need to be mindful of.
Yes.
So it continues today. Because I was thinking it was just for yesterday, because yesterday we were watching Carnival. And let me tell you, the heavens opened up on us.
I saw
Shoes got wet, everything.
So where were you at the time?
At the VG roundabout.
Oh, okay, there you were.
Yeah.
It's been raining since Saturday evening.
Yes.
Thereabout. Friday we had a little bit of rain, and the weekend it continued, and yesterday as well, this morning as well.
Yeah.
So
just a reminder, this is the hurricane season.
yes.
For a while I forgot that,
Yeah, we forget it.
because we were so
You are
focused
so
on the
focused
carnival.
on carnival that you forgot.
Yeah.
We're in the
Yes.
hurricane
Second
season.
month of the hurricane.
And if that's what we're getting, for now, praise the Lord.
For true.
Yeah, praise the
For
Lord.
true.
Yeah, let's hope it stays that way.
I hope,
Yeah.
and with the hurricane season, as it continues to rain, the soil becomes saturated, and you know what happens when the soil is saturated. So let's just
Land
hope that
slippages, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
Yeah. Between, I think, was it last week, Wednesday, and today, a week, so many things, like a whole bunch of things happening in St. Lucia. I got so many videos and pics and all kinds of things. I couldn't even keep up with all this stuff. I mean, some of it, I'm saying maybe that's fake. I don't know. It's just
Real
so many
stuff,
incidents,
What images were you getting?
Well, about shootings and so on. Remember, Tony? Shootings, who in a drain, who not in a drain, who this, who that.
Yeah.
All kinds of... That was all over the place. You show pics of young men, those who, they say that they got shot. Like so many of them, so many,
Over the last
including
couple of days, we were doing
a
a lot.
monster. By the way, is it monster? Oh, okay, because I say all right, but I wasn't sure.
N-G.
Yeah, monster.
Yeah, monster.
Monster, yeah, including monster being shot. There was a video of him making some kind of comments, and if you saw that, some comments about who's going to be going down and all. I said, "See, boy, wow,
When does it stop?
And I think there was
Too
some
many.
allegations that there may be a suicide last night in Choiseul. Yeah, I got that this morning on my phone. and the tragedy, this tragic incident involving a 22-year-old
A footballer, Sherman Augustine.
Yes, at a party.
No,
It happened
no.
on by VG.
Yeah.
On VG.
What's this a party? Yeah, that's some party.
VG.
VG.
Oh, okay. So there's
In
no
the midst of
party.
carnival
There was no party.
celebrations.
Carnival celebrations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, carnival
So
celebrations. Monday
so
night.
VG meaning what, the roundabout area there somewhere around there?
No, the roundabout is where I was.
Mhm.
No, maybe closer to where, what's the
Sam.
The Sam.
Ah.
Yeah, maybe closer to there.
Wow. So from what I read this morning, some comment was made by the St. Lucia Football Association that young people need to find a way to resolve their issues.
And I have to agree.
Yeah.
So I imagine this involves another young person.
I do so. I suppose
We
don't
know. We don't have the details yet.
Right.
The police hasn't made a statement on it yet.
Right. Whether person or persons did the stabbing, we do not know that.
There's a pic I saw this morning about two. You have two guys, and they have these heavy chains in their necks and so on. Gold, the usual style that they flaunt. They said that they were shot as well. I think Arthur sent me something a while ago there. He says that two guys got shot in Leslie Land last night. I think that these are the two.
Oh
I don't
my.
know.
I heard about the shooting, and I'm still. It's like when you're barely able to breathe. You hear of one, and then next time you hear something else, and it's happening so quickly.
Yeah. What happened is perhaps like a vengeance kind of thing. We think you're the one, or we know you're the one who did this, so we're coming after you. So it seemed that's what's happening. Yeah, and it's still, for me, really, really sad. Sad situations.
It's really, really sad what's
that
happening.
you
now,
think that's the
unfortunately.
only way you can resolve the issues you have with another person.
By taking someone out,
Yeah.
making them suffer just as someone else suffered. But that's
Yeah.
not the way. Too many families are crying. Too many families are left with their loved ones not being around.
And that's what we're
The
saying.
pain continues.
Where
It's not
does
just
it
you.
stop?
You might be pulling the trigger, but an entire community, an entire country is suffering the consequences of your just vengeful. It's crazy.
Look at that. We don't even know the persons, and we're feeling it.
Yeah.
Because
it's
again,
one too many.
it's another human life that's gone.
Yeah.
And look at the potential. Talk about the footballer. That's when
Yeah.
we started.
Very, very
the
young.
kind of potential that this boy had. They talk about him representing St. Lucia and so on. And just 22, who knows? He played professional football and, semi-pro. Antigua here in St. Lucia, now that we are in our second year of our semi-professional football. So who knows where this boy could have reached,
And that's
for
the
sure.
kind that really hurts, the country.
Yeah.
Because he was doing so well. He represented, he played with his heart. Every time he stepped onto the field, he brought it. He was that good. And to just rip him, his life apart like that, to just take him away from his family in such a manner, it's not just a family loss, it's a country's loss. And every single individual that has been killed by a gun, it's a country's loss, because a potential life was taken. You never know how far this person could have gone.
Right. I'm happy to hear you say that. We talk about, how far he could have gone, representing St. Lucia. For example, a Julian Alfred is out there in the world doing great. Who is doing it? St. Lucia.
Yeah.
Putting us on the map. You know what I mean? People now are interested. Where is that? Especially when she won Olympic gold.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew and Keena, everybody wondered, where is this country called St. Lucia? And we ain't never heard of it. You know what I mean? That kind of way. That was out there. And imagine, again, we're talking about this young footballer. At, let's say, 22, 23, 24, maybe he playing professional football in one of the big ones, England Premier League football. That would be let me tell you, Andrea, Keena.
And those one might be saying, you know what, it's gang related, and some of the guys would have, excluding the footballer or whatever, it's gang on gang crime. But you never know that youngster that you're seeing on the block and his life was taken. You never know what next week or months down the line he could have changed his life. And he could have been the next, prime minister of the country. He could have been the next business owner. He could have been the next football player, next something. Still, a life mattered, and it was cut short.
No doubt. I guess that these kinds of activities, you have a lot of eyewitnesses who would have probably seen what happened.
That's what I'm thinking.
So in terms of a perpetrator, I imagine maybe the police would make an arrest soon, I imagine.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the Carnival Committee, let's call them that, Carnival Committee sent out a notice saying your masks and so on your face for Carnival is a
I
no-no.
agree. I agree to
Andre
that. Yeah.
and Keena, in my presence, where I was standing yesterday at the roundabout, yesterday and the day before, the police were out in full force and they were searching people at random. They just pass by you. You just look like, you may have something to search you. You are nothing on you, but at least they search you.
Good.
Yeah,
Andre
I
and Keena,
agree.
that was just so good. I applauded them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I say, gentlemen, job well done,
Yeah.
man. We appreciate this. You know what I mean? We are with you. I actually said that to them. They were walking and you see they were businesslike. I really like that.
I have to applaud them on that as well. And I think just beyond Carnival, it should be done. Yes, we complain and we say, why would the police just frisk and search for no reason? But a lot of the times we have individuals who just they're just mean.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
leave their home to go out there to look for trouble. So if we all support the police, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, when they're carrying out their duties, then we all would be safer.
I agree.
A lot of the times we complain, why do this and why do that? And when they're doing their jobs, we come so hard on them. Allow them to do their jobs. If they've done a misstep, okay, you could come down hard on them too. But when they're doing, like, especially frisking and searching, allow them to do it. Because you just never know what that person might have on them that they can use to harm someone.
Boom. I haven't said exactly that, but this is exactly what happened yesterday, again in my presence. While they were searching, they find something on you. Let's go. You just see them taking them down, Andre.
Good. Good. Yeah.
We were like, whoa, the fellows say, low. they catch one with something. Look, they're taking them down.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah. So, on a more positive note, what's happening as far as road march is concerned? What's your prediction, Tony?
Just one thing. It's really, really sad. I'm looking forward to coming to that. Jamal Warner.
We'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all
we'll
right.
get to that.
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of prediction, what was being played on the road?
You have to wash the car.
The car. The car most likely would hit Road March. Most likely. Yes.
Well.
The one with Ricky T and HB.
HB, freak out.
Freak Out also played
another
a
one
bit,
too.
right?
I heard Ezra's miserable too.
Miserable.
Yeah, I heard
Miserable
that as well.
would have been the third one there in the mix. Of
Now,
things that were
surprisingly,
played.
I wasn't on the road and I wasn't watching television.
Are you serious? You were just hearing the
I was
blast.
hearing from my home in VG. I heard everything. So I heard when the trucks were coming down. Yeah, I heard everything. I didn't watch.
Okay.
Nah. I know. So
So I would not be surprised if the car picked it up. Yeah.
Wow.
Even when they drop the car, you could. I'm just kind of like when they drop the car song, 100 people, you could just see revelers like in the air, and that tells you, well, okay,
Yeah,
it's,
tells you a lot.
Yeah.
that's when you know you have a hit, because even at home I had a friend over, and every time she heard, as soon as the beat starts, she's like, look your song, and I'll just be moving in the house.
You yourself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you hear it, it has that vibe, that energy that just makes you want to move. Even though you don't know the lyrics, just the moment it says, when you wash the car, you just have to,
Oil the car.
you have to oil the car.
Yes.
And someone else gonna car.
Even that, one of my partners, the young partners that was standing next to me on I think it was the Monday, Andre Made was singing the song word for word.
Oh, he was?
Although it's simple, simple lyrics.
It's very
Mitch is there
simple,
singing,
but-
Mitch is there singing the song. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's right. All right.
So
Well,
yes, that in terms of road march.
well, boy.
And we did ask about the prize money for it. $10,000.
Ooh,
Yeah. Well,
yeah, man.
if
It's
Desrel
90 boy.
captures this one as what they call it, the hat trick.
Yeah, man.
Yes, aye.
We spoke about it last week.
Yeah.
Doing the hat trick, yeah.
Well, boy, I guess that's his
It'll be a
time.
first. Yeah, it'll
That's
be a
his
first
time.
for any.
That's his time.
Yes.
All right. The Dominica Music Festival, I think some of the artists are going to be representing St. Lucia at this event. Of course, you have the Groovy Soca Monarch 2025, Imran Nerdy. He'll be representing St. Lucia there. There's Ezra the Fun Machine as well.
And of course, Arthur, he's going to be there as well. Yeah, so the guys are looking to represent.
That kind of news makes me really proud.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
Makes me really, really, really
And I think we all know how good they are.
Oh,
That's
yes.
the thing.
Oh,
That's
yes.
So you know they're going to impress those people.
Very young, very talented, and they all have songs together this year, which is amazing too. So I could just imagine that impact on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder, in retrospect, if they should not have included the car.
You never know what could happen later on, eh?
Yeah, because that's a hot song.
Yeah, man.
That's a hot one. That's a hot one. Okay, well, again, big up, bravo to all the artists. For 2025, I must admit, I often talk about the Tents and so on. I made it no secret. I love the music from the Tents. But I think all of the songs this year, all of them,
they really stepped up.
Even they really did.
The theme song for Carnival.
Yes.
That was Semi
even that
J,
one.
Imran Nerdy, Arthur Ale, C. Dale.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love that song.
Now, Lotus touched it a little bit. A little bit of sore point for me. These songs, and we spoke about it here a lot on Hard Drive. A lot of songs were released this year. A lot, and in my opinion, they were really good songs.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of collaborations, a lot of rhythms, but they were good. Andre and Keena perhaps more so because you probably heard. I was there. There was some foreign songs being played. Songs from last year and so on, songs from a couple of years ago being played at 2025 Carnival on the Road celebrations. That for me just was not great. The songs were hot, the past songs that they played, but this is a year that was for me unprecedented.
I
for
felt
music.
the same as well.
You thought so?
From home, when I heard some, I was like, I haven't heard that song in a while.
There you go.
And I was like, but so many songs were released by the artists here. Why am I not? Though we had, I think, maybe 90% or maybe more than 90% of Sendation songs playing, but I wanted to hear more of just our current songs from this year. Yeah. So there were a few times we had songs from, I think, way back we had 2023. I think I heard 2020 playing as well. But on the road from where I was, a lot of St. Lucian music played, and I'm hats off to the DJs for Carnival Monday and Tuesday doing their thing as well and supporting our St. Lucian artists too.
Yes, I think a lot of the soca artists, power soca, groovy, for me personally, they just brought a joy to my heart. It's just a pleasure playing the music. It's such a pleasure, man.
This year.
And I must admit, we had Rev-Up St. Lucia. We played a lot of local music. I feel proud about that. We played a lot. Even at nights during our automation period, a lot of the calypsos were being played. So I want to thank our trusted techie.
And
Fire.
you know what I really am proud of too, even this year, a lot of radio stations did not play that many songs from the region as well. We just focused strictly
I don't even know what was happening in the region. I honestly didn't know.
We just focused on that around,
And I think that's a good thing.
Especially when it comes to soca and calypso.
Because there's so many. There's so many to choose from.
Yes.
Sometimes I have difficulty. What am I going to play? There's so many.
There's so many. Yeah.
Wow. So bravo. Yeah. To all the artists and the songwriters and everything. My only problem still, and I think I have to make a decision on that one. Some of the songs glorify alcohol use, and I'm wondering if we should be at the stage where we try to,
because of everything that's happening with our race, with diabetes and so on, and everything that's happening.
And crime, and we
crime,
know, accidents and everything. If we should stop playing those songs and of course appeal to the writers to stop.
That we should appeal to the writers.
Stop going down that road.
Artists about.
It's like drinking, whatever they say about. I was just thinking and saying to myself, maybe it's about time we take a stand on this thing because alcohol is a drug. That's what it is. It is a drug. The same way we don't glorify marijuana, we don't glorify crack cocaine, we don't glorify it at all.
But I think sometimes the artists, when they put pen to paper, they're appealing to the revelers per se, individuals that are in party mode and so on. Even though because that's what happens when they're out and about at fetes and stuff, they drink. And even though many people don't, a lot of them drink, some of them still do drink responsibly. And it's something that it's like part of their their vibe, their carnival event vibe. So people who fet know what it is. So I think when sometimes they pen these songs, it's for the revelers or people who go out to the fetes and so on. But your appeal is one that I think that the artist should, really take into consideration for next year.
Yeah, and also radio stations should make a decision on that one, because it is a drug. I think it's about time we wake. all due respect.
I just want to looking at me and talking to me. You know the phrase, are you talking to me?
It's something we need to give some serious thought to. I was talking to a guy there, I wouldn't say who it is, recently, and he said me about alcohol and whatever, he likes it and whatever. I said, partner, are you aware that alcohol is a drug? Are you aware of that? Mm-hmm. He said, huh? Yeah, he said he didn't know that, and I could tell now during the conversation I'm having with him, you could see like he's having a little second thought, but that's just a temporary thing. It was a temporary thing. Oh, yeah. Just before we move on to the Jamal Warner incident, just mention in Antigua they have the carnival coming up, by the way, July 25th to the 5th of August.
Yes.
So July 25th to August the 5th, under the theme "It's a Vibe." I like that.
Oh,
it's a vibe.
okay.
It's a vibe.
But here's the interesting thing, that there's a curfew for young people 18 and under, right, from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yeah, during that period. They say if you're going to be out on the road, you have to be accompanied by your parent. Otherwise, they're taking you in.
I have to agree with that.
And that's because of the crime situation, in Antigua. So they're taking action against specifically the younger folks.
What's the time?
10
p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. You cannot. If you're caught on the road around during those times, they're going to take you in.
Why would you be on the road around that time anyway?
And you're a teenager.
You should be at home.
Exactly.
Playing a video game, reading a book.
Only if you're a parent. Only if you're a parent. With your parent. Okay, there's a lot more to talk about, but let's go to the Michael Jamal Warner incident that happened on Sunday. He was in Costa Rica. In fact, his body is still there. I think they're going to release the body to a funeral home, and I guess his family will make arrangements and so on. But really, really sad. Apparently, he was swimming. And in fact, before I mentioned that, there was another story, in South Carolina. A father of three, let me make sure. 3 children and his wife. I think about 5 individuals. Same thing, these rip currents. These rip currents. And Tony, we know about those things, those rip currents very, very, very well. If I can just explain it, and you in the water, and you just get this rush of water going to the shore, and that thing comes back with a kind of force. Remember that, Tony? You have to literally plant your feet in the sand to keep yourself stable, That thing just washing you. That thing was powerful.
It's like it just pulls.
It just pulls you. It's strong. It's powerful.
Yeah, man.
I remember that well. Yeah, so that's the sort of thing there. So especially maybe you had a couple of drinks in your head or something there. Who knows? I'm not saying that's what happened to Jamal. But in that particular story, before we get to Jamal, the guy saved 5 people who got caught in this rip current. He saved 5. He couldn't save himself.
Must have been tired.
And all that happened in the presence of his 3 children and his wife.
He must have been really tired.
He must have been tired trying to save those people. When the family released a statement, they said the family said they're devastated by the tragic loss of our beloved, whatever his name is, and that the news feels surreal, incredibly hard to grasp, and profoundly unfair. His family described his death as a heroic act where he paid the highest sacrifice with his life in front of his 3 children and his wife.
Talk about, that's what I was going to say. If there is such a thing as a heroic death, Andre,
that's it.
That's it right there.
Without a doubt. To see that, I mean, you're there trying to save other people, and you end up in problems, and you can't save yourself.
And even his family, the images of,
to see
of
your
him,
children seeing that.
Nightmares for a while.
It's
It's never going to be okay for a very, very long time, but that's very heroic.
Yeah, I think his name is Chase Chiders. Yeah, Chase Chiders. So we have to, I think it's only right that we mention his name, from South Carolina. Yeah, he died trying to save others.
Andre, let's have some fun with this. I can almost guarantee you he's a white man.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Black folk ain't doing that. Black folk ain't doing that.
We don't roll like that.
I don't know.
People, forgive me. I've said it jokingly / kind of the truth. It is said, jokingly, the comedians say that a lot. White people are always curious, You hear like these movies and they going, boom, do, 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 and they're going like, they're going to see what's happening there. Black people be running out of there, man.
Yeah. That's true.
What?
That's true. So, Malcolm Jamal Warner, I think most of us are familiar with him. So with the Cosby Show. It's like you cannot, although you're not his age at the time, but it's like kind of like you raised with
Yes.
DC because the show was so enchanting,
Keena would have
So
been raised
so
with him.
popular. you name it, you don't even know who was the most funny, who was the funniest in the show. Everybody was just funny, right? Bill Cosby funny, the wife funny, the children are funny. It's like the entire show. When I went to the US, that show was the popular show. People loved it. In fact, I remember the students when I was at college, they would look forward to being in the audience because it was sort of recorded live and so on.
Recorded live.
Yeah, a live audience, and they were saying the experience going to that show. It was really, really huge back then, really, really huge. So we all familiar with him. Although now that show, because of the
Bill
actions
Cosby
of Bill
and so
Cosby and so on. To be honest with you, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a lot older right now. I don't find it attractive anymore. I don't know if it's because of Cosby, what I know now. He was just like, although at the end of the day, he was really acting. No matter how you cut it, he was just acting.
Yes.
Right? But to me, I just don't find the
I
show.
still watch it ever so often. And
Do you feel
there's this
it's funny? Still think it's
No,
funny?
no. It's still funny, yes, for me, because you have Theo, you have the other individuals in there. My one thing with Malcolm Warner, right? There was one point in time when he said to Cliff, he said, I just want to be like a regular person, a regular people. And he was referring to school, like he didn't want to go to school. And Cliff said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard because you're not regular people. You're my son, And that really, stood out for me. It really stuck with me. And there was a time where he had problems with dyslexia. So there's so many things that, his character brought to light on that show. And it was very relatable for many of us. Yeah.
What I didn't know, again, watching the show growing up, so to speak, because it came out somewhere around 84, something like that, right? Growing up and watching the show and enjoying it. Honestly, I used to watch it with the girls. I thought the girls were fine. And Malcolm Jamal Warner, again, being the only son of the Cosbys, of course, he was focused and he had his little girlfriends coming around. So, I watched the show. Andrew, one of the greatest things that I did not know is that he also was a musician.
Yes.
I think I think it was the bass that he played, the bass man. And he came down here for a jazz festival.
I remember that.
And back in the day, we had jazz on the square. And he was one of those who were featured on the square. And I got to sit with this guy like I'm sitting right next to Keena and interviewing him.
Oh, wow.
It was a hell of a thing, I must admit. I felt really, really good. Let me say, to Teddy Francis was with us at the time. He brought Malcolm Jamal Warner to me for me to interview and so.
Okay.
Nice.
For Jazz on the Square.
All right. Yeah. So he again, same thing. He got caught in this rip current, and I think he was with another guy. The guy was also going through some issues. They said, in fact, the police said that he's in critical condition. And folks, this happened in Costa Rica on Sunday afternoon, about 2:30, Costa Rica time. Yeah. So they were able to. I think the currents pulled it both. Malcolm and the other guy. And I guess at that point, whatever they were going through, they couldn't bring themselves out of it. Now, Tony, I was just thinking about those rip currents back then. What did we do?
We were good, Andre. There were now that you brought it back up. If we were in the water and they started pulling us in, we would probably sometimes, because you reach and we go under, hold our breath until we get back up again. So we would do that kind of thing.
That thing just drags you out,
That's right.
That's what it does. It just drags you out.
Sounds really scary.
It's really...
That's the thing, you swim into a certain area and before you know it, you're way further than where you first stopped.
Yeah.
It's like,
thing about
wait a
going
second.
around.
All of a sudden we realize we were that far out.
Sometimes it's so powerful that there's nothing you can do. You can't fight it. So you just have to let it go.
Let it. That's
Just let it take you wherever.
And
Yes.
for some instances as well, panicking just makes it worse.
panicking.
I would assume.
Panicking.
Yeah.
That's right. Because you lose all your focus when you panic.
Yes.
Okay, and you're short of breath, and
Yeah.
So it's like, I remember it clearly, man. Go under the water, relax, and so on, and then just come back up. Of course, when you come back up, you're still drifting.
Tony, all I could say is that maybe, I'm saying maybe, the prayers of our parents protected us, because there was no drowning, nobody drowned.
That's true.
And we took some huge risks.
We did indeed.
Oh yeah.
Keena,
Some
we did.
huge. I mean, if my grandmother knew what we were
Right.
up to,
Right.
she'd never let us go to the beach anymore, man.
Mm-hmm.
How
I
troublesome we were.
took some risk on the beach as well as a child. In Sufra, there's this thing called a kayak.
Mhm.
My hummingbird will climb that and just jump into the water.
Wait. You could
I
swim?
did it as well. Of course I can swim.
Uh-huh.
Yay.
Okay. Andrew, you know what
Yeah.
I remember, and it's been playing in my head for a while, since we're talking about the beach and the currents and all of that. That day when you burst the bomb in my face.
You're still trying to remember.
Oh, you mean, was it the
The sand-
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
the sand bomb?
Sand bomb. We used to make these things and just straight behind one another. And I am, fooling around. I don't remember anything that happened before that. Again, we throwing it behind one another. And I jump into the water and I'm diving away, man. And this man behind me with a sand bomb like that. And I'm thinking, okay, I lost him.
And
I come up, Keena, and I swim. He didn't get to me behind my head, huh? Because remember, I'm diving out, so that means my head is out. He waited till I got up, and I turned, and I'm like, yeah.
oh my gosh, your mouth had sand and everything.
Every eyes,
Your nose, your eyes.
My eyes were the worst.
Oh my word.
Eyes were the worst because I couldn't see anything.
And Andre was
Smack
kicking off
down
on the
there.
other end.
Well,
boy.
at the beginning it was kind of funny,
Right.
But when I realized, the damage that was done,
Yeah.
Okay, just stop
at that
laughing
point
right
you're
now.
trying to help him out, even trying to get the thing out of his eyes, and so.
Watch the sand on my eyes.
Yeah.
Must have been painful too.
What? Keena, I tell you, I smack dab in my face. I tell you.
Oh.
A sand bomb.
Yeah.
my God.
At the beginning it looked funny.
Yes, but after you realize,
so
hey,
funny.
something is
It
definitely
looks so
happening
funny.
there, so
It
it's
looks
not
so
funny
funny.
anymore, right?
Yeah, and I didn't like that because it takes away from the fun of the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
true.
say, oh gosh, monsieur,
Yeah.
anything gets so serious. Like one time, I remember, I think I've spoken about this already, when I tried trimming his hair for him.
Trimming his hair. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I began to realize that I was just doing a bad job.
You shaka head over there.
Now, at the beginning it was funny, but after the beginning it's not funny. So that just takes away from the fun of the thing.
Yes, it
Then
does.
gets all serious.
When you realize, hey, something is definitely happening there. The person ain't happy about
Yeah,
that.
they're not happy about it.
Yeah, they're
He wasn't
either in
happy.
pain or
He
just
wasn't
not happy.
And the
Right.
more I cut the thing, the more I messed it up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to fix it, but
You can't fix it. Head that shaka head. There's no going back. Just go bald.
The
There's
man
no
had
going back.
never done that his entire life. He just wanted to try something on my head.
Experiment with the man,
Big
with the
brother
man
trying
head.
to cut your hair, right? Trim.
But anyway, so just getting back to Jamal, we're really sorry. When you read those stories, really, really hurts you, although you didn't even know the person.
Yes.
I think what's his name again? This guy there, he was the front man for this rock group in England. He also died. He was suffering with Parkinson's disease. What's his name again?
Black Sabbath lead
Right,
singer.
Black Sabbath.
Ozzy
Osbourne. Right, that's
Yeah.
right. Thanks a lot for coming up with his name there. I didn't plan to talk about him, but now that we mentioned it, another.
So he died recently?
He died
Yes.
Sunday, I think
Sunday
Sunday.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, of course, he, the way they perform a lot of loud music and stuff. That I've never liked that kind of music, to be honest with you.
Heavy
Me
metal.
neither.
The heavy metal,
no, I've never.
drums, loud,
Yes.
loud, bush, bush, bash, bash.
Is that how we say it? Bush, bush.
That's what it was. That's what it was. And funny, it has a following.
Yeah. Heavy metal
has a
has
following.
the following, yeah.
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 And of course, he lived a rough life, as anything
Yeah.
else, a rough life, because I think they call him the Prince of Darkness.
Yes, that's what they call him, the
Right.
Prince of Darkness. Yeah.
Right. Makeup and all kind of madness.
Yes.
You know.
Up to now, I
And
think he
he's-
still wore the eyeliner.
Right.
Yeah,
Up to now,
still
he
wore the
still wears
eyeliner,
that.
still had his trademark hair, long and everything, never
Yeah.
cut it, you know.
Yeah.
But still married to Sharon Osbourne.
Sharon, yeah.
Yeah, but Parkinson's took a toll
Yeah.
on him. I think Billy Joel is going through some issues as well.
Yes. Yes.
Some issues, I think, some fluid around his brain, and it makes him feel dizzy and so on. He's going for a rough time, boy. If I'm not mistaken, as well, what's his name again? Phil Collins as well.
Phil
Bruce
Collins.
He
Willis
he
as
said
well
he can't even
also
hold.
has,
Willis.
He can't even hold a drumstick anymore.
drumstick anymore,
That's Phil
no.
Collins I'm talking about.
Yes.
What are you saying about Bruce Willis?
Bruce
Yes.
Willis
Oh, yes.
also has. He can't even remember that he was an actor one point in time.
Can you
He doesn't
imagine
remember
that boy?
anything. No.
And he was so brilliant.
And he has Parkinson's. What is he?
No,
have?
he has some
He has-
brain. I can't remember the name right now. I'll have to double check. But he has some issues.
Is it not the Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's.
No, it's something else.
Not
It's something
Alzheimer's?
else that he has, not Alzheimer's.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, yeah, boy. Old people. Putting it bluntly, folks, old people diseases.
Yeah.
Okay, in some we don't get that, or it may be delayed, right? But at some point, it's just going to come in
But
most
scientists are now
situations.
trying to find the root cause of Alzheimer's and what they could do to prevent it from happening. And there are studies of late saying, hey, they found that particular gene, that they could actually stop Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
in its
well,
tracks.
let's hope so. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many others to contend with. There's so many other old age-related diseases. It's just a way of life. At some
It's
point,
just part of
we
the
just
human
gotta
cycle, right?
go. Yeah, the human
Yeah.
cycle. It happens to almost
Evolution.
everybody. It happens to almost everybody. All we could do is to delay it as best as we can,
we
and that has a
can.
lot to do with the way we live our lives during our youth.
Yes.
Okay, our youth, our mid 40s, 50s,
right,
around
right.
that time there, and then you stand a little chance of it being delayed. But it's inevitable. I mean, for me, I already see a lot of signs already.
Oh, jeez. man.
Yeah, it's true. So when I look at my skin, although for the most part it still looks well, but there's certain times I could see my skin looking a little greasy already. Kwai, what you going to do?
Is how he said it, Kwai. I haven't heard someone say that in a long
Kwai,
time.
yeah.
Kwai,
It's just,
yeah.
easy
Kwai, what you
breezy,
going to do?
Yeah,
You know, at some
Yeah.
point.
I keep saying last week I was telling you all about the bags under my eyes. and
Yes,
stuff
even
like
that, even that.
Even that.
All these little telltale signs, man. We're getting there.
Not
Some-
only that, the body aches.
Okay.
Yes.
So that comes with it.
Look at our partner there, Donald Trump. You know, listen, these people scrutinize you, they scrutinize you. I'm talking about these people who work for these media houses. They already noticed the man's feet were getting swollen. I actually saw it. His feet were getting swollen, and his hands have some darkish thing growing on it.
Bruising easily.
Right. So they said that they gave the name of the ailment, but it's just a swelling that happens. Now, just quickly, I look at these fellas like Biden and
Trump.
Donald Trump and these guys, and there's so many others, right? Even I think Joe Biden had a thing, they call it an auto pen. You ever heard of an
Yes,
auto
an
pen?
auto pen, just
To sign stuff for them. I remember many years ago when the Antigua Prime Minister, old man VC Bird, right? He was in St. Lucia. He was at Sandals, and they were signing some documents, closer integration, whatever. And the man was signing the document. He wasn't signing the document, he was on the desk. He was literally writing on the desk, thinking he's writing on the document.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
writing
word.
on the desk like this. It was so embarrassing.
Wow.
Okay? Now to me,
He stayed for a while for sure.
He was
You
a
at that
leader for a
age,
very long time.
you 80 something already. What you doing in that kind of thing to have so much stress? I feel sorry for Donald Trump,
Yeah.
And I mean, when I say I feel sorry for him, I don't mean it literally. I just say, but our old man, where you going every day? The stress of being the
The
world
man still think
leader.
he has something to offer his country. So if you can, let me go into it, let me try.
Let me tell you something.
But that's a very high stress.
It's a stressful job, probably the most stressful job in the entire world.
Yes, it is.
I even asked myself, does this guy even sleep?
No, but you actually see taking a toll on them, Some of them look a little bit younger, getting into office, and then
Like
after a
Bill
while
Clinton.
you realize,
Like Bill Clinton.
yeah, it's taking a toll, yeah.
Who like
He was a handsome guy when he came into the White House, man.
the one after him too, the black one,
Barack Obama.
Obama, yeah, these
Yeah,
fellas
it
now
takes a toll. You
mash
can
up.
tell. Yeah.
Obama
It takes a toll.
came in looking so well, man.
Yes,
Yeah, it takes a
I
toll.
found Clinton was a handsome guy. I look at Bill. You haven't listened to the way he talks now?
No, I haven't
Bill
heard
Clinton?
him talk for a while.
Yeah,
I
man.
haven't heard him. All I remember, I did not
Like his
sleep with
horse.
that woman.
Yeah, with a straight face.
Yes.
Yeah, with a straight face. Yeah, you're at your age. I'm talking about the current one there right now. Your age. You should be at your house there with your wife, there, enjoying all the wealth that you have there. You're there making yourself miserable, making people's life miserable. For what? And you see, he was mocking Joe Biden.
Okay.
You
You said it earlier.
Yeah, mock the man. Yeah, mock the
Yeah,
man.
as you said earlier.
Yeah, you don't know what's coming. Okay, so that's it for until it's now time for the shout-outs.
We only have the Facebook, as we said earlier.
Yeah,
So,
our apologies for that.
yeah, that's gonna maybe today we can take our time and look at it and chime in and give our opinions as well or comments on other comments. Maybe today that would help a bit. All right, opening up, Sharon Peter. Hey Sharon, good morning to you.
Hey, Sharon.
Hey, Sharon.
Have yourself a great
All is
day.
well.
She says it is if it's Wednesday, then it's hump day.
Oh,
Good
yes,
morning, Rev-Up.
yesterday for
Oh,
true.
yes,
What?
it is Wednesday
Eh,
already.
It's like Monday.
So we're going to have a short week, by the way.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
much so.
Wow.
And I think a day next week is a holiday again.
Yeah, I think the first.
Yeah.
I think that's next week, Friday, if
Next
I'm
week,
not
Friday.
mistaken.
Imagine
First,
that, huh?
Yeah.
Another long weekend again.
Yep. Yes,
Yeah, man.
Tony.
So that's Sharon. And followed by the Eyes Have It. The Eyes Have It. Elvin J. Team Workers.
Elvin.
Good morning, Elvin.
Good morning, Al.
By the way,
uh,
Donald Trump's condition is called chronic venous insufficiency.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Venus.
Yeah, chronic
Insufficiency.
venous. Yeah, it has to do with the veins.
His veins and so on. Blood
So
not
they say it's a benign vein condition, so it doesn't lead to cancer or anything like that, or
Okay.
have any other impacts. But the man's feet was swollen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see the socks he wearing.
You remember her saying that?
Yes, of course.
All right. So Pius Snappy, yeah, man. Pius says good morning.
Morning,
Morning,
Pius.
Pius.
And Pius adds welcome back, meaning to us, I suppose.
Yes.
Sharon says good morning to Kim and the shoppers at the swim shop in South Jersey.
Good morning,
Alrighty.
Kim and the shoppers. Good morning.
Dakota McGuire says good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Good morning,
Dakota.
Dakota.
Jan Blastwater is back as well. She says good morning, my Rev-Up family. Have an awesome day.
You as
Jan,
well.
Jan, welcome back, love.
Lucita Jean-Pierre says good morning, Andre and beautiful Keena and Jerome.
Good
I
morning,
hope you
Lucita.
enjoyed your born day. You look fantastic in blue. Woy, more blessings, my darling friend. Thank you, Lucita.
Thank you, Lucita, sorry.
Yes, I kind of had to style it up a little bit by putting all the buttons, so that makes it look a little more formal. You know me, it's showtime. All right. So Lucita went further to say, D. Donald, let me make sure I get it right. D. Donald looks very fade. He's trying to hide his foot, but the cameraman
They
wasn't.
picked it up.
Yeah,
They would
it
always
wasn't too
pick it
nice.
up.
Pick it up, boy.
Yeah.
These guys are being scrutinized, What?
And even with now, even when you do a video, you could zoom in. See every-
Yes, because they zoom in on the thing on his hand as well. They actually zoomed in on that. They noticed it.
You can
Right.
zoom
Yeah, they
in.
noticed it.
Yeah.
But he had to say something because he was critical of Joe Biden.
Joe Biden,
saying that
right,
Joe Biden was
yes.
hiding his sickness and so on.
Right.
So he had to come out and say something now. Quite.
Yeah, man. All right. So Lucita says, age is climbing on him. Do good and good will follow you. Lucita says again, cuz, good morning. How are you? Then Alexandrine Lisa says, good morning, Rev-Up family. Paul Brothers, Keena, welcome back.
morning,
Have a
Alexandrine.
safe day, everyone. Thank you, Alexandrine. Yes, Alexandrine. Pearl Food Baby Henry says, good morning and a happy Wednesday to all in the chat room. And the Rev-Up St. Lucia family. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Pearl.
Thank you, Paul.
And in comes Lilia Victor. Hi, Lilia. Good morning to you. She says, good morning, everyone. And tell Louis V we say what's up as well. Catherine McPhee says, good morning, Andre, Tony, and Keena. Blessings always. Sharon Peter says, Wintry is right. That's the name I was trying to remember.
Wintry.
Wintry.
Thank you, Sharon.
Yeah. All right. Lucita came back and says, my people, share the link. Big up to Pato Rigobert. Andre, voice sound much better. Guess, you got some good rest.
No. I mean, that was part of it. I actually had a throat infection.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to check the doctor.
For sure.
Oh, wow.
All right. So
Okay.
you on?
So it's a good thing.
You on
So it's a
something?
good
Yeah, he
thing.
gave me some medication as well.
Oh, great.
Right.
Great.
All
Yeah,
right.
he actually told me to go into the room and take a look at it myself.
And you did?
Yeah, I actually saw it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Nice.
It's a good thing you got it checked.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
All right. Continue to get better, man.
Yep.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Andre's voice sound better. Guess you got some good rest. But I'm sorry you didn't see Bum Bum.
I think somebody sent a few videos for me.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
gotta see Bum Bum after all.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
She says, were you watching Carnival? Papa God. They put steps for the Bum Bum wall, which is not easy.
so now they have to force through.
Yes,
Yeah, so
that's-
it's easier
has
for
to
them
push
to
them
go
up now.
on there. Yeah.
Why?
That's
Why? That's what you call being
After
real,
all, it's a big thing.
real innovative.
Yes.
Josiane Alexander Larcher says, good morning, Rev-Up family. A blessed day to all. Thank you, Josiane. Have yourself a great day, you and the family.
Thank you, Josie, for everything.
Thanks, Josie Ann.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara Augustine says, it's a pleasure listening to Rev Up, my favorite people. Color me blue. Yes. you blend in.
Tony,
Yes.
Silton says you and I have the best jokes ever.
And Silton, there are some that we cannot even say on the radio.
Exactly.
Believe that.
Exactly.
All right. So again, thank you, Barbara Augustine. Thank you very, very much. Nancy Graceland says, good morning, my favorite people. I miss you guys. Tony, I love your shirt. For true? Okay. Maybe I've worn it before. Maybe the
Have you?
the buttoning.
Maybe you.
buttoning
maybe.
up. Right. Maybe that really nice it up a bit. All right. That's special. All right. Thank you, Nancy, as well. I miss you guys, Tony. Right. The shirt. You are dressed up in your nice dun today. Not dun. Thank you very much, Nancy, once again. Lucita came back and says, poor Jab Jerome, Andre Paul, your brother, I wish you, but you didn't respond. Arthur Charles exposed you. Oh, that's what happened. I wonder how he found out. Anyway, Joan Shallery says, beautiful Wednesday morning, Andre, Tony, and Keena, and everyone listening. Lots of kisses.
Kisses. Aw.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to, ay, ay, ay. Ezra. Ay, ay, ay. Yes. You know, the mwah works for me all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Lucita says, good morning, my friend. All right, good morning again, Lucita. Arthur Charles says, and to Lucita, good morning. Please behave yourself. Ismella Henry, Ismela, Ismella Henry says, hi, Keena, one love. So that's
Hi,
somebody-
Ismaila. Kisses. Mwah.
that's
We go
somebody-
way back. High school.
Oh, okay. All right. Lucita Jean-Pierre, good morning, Uncle Arthur Charles. Then, Robert Cauldron. Sacafet Rob.
Hey, Mr. Cauldron.
Yes, man.
Mhm.
Good morning.
That's better known as Pull Boy.
Oh, jeez.
Pull Boy says, thank
Hey.
God I made it through the Vaval. And, you know, Pull Boy love his Vaval already.
Mhm.
I'm happy for him. You know, we know that he got a stroke and all of that, you know, but he's recovering. And we are really happy for you, man, Pull Boy. All right? We know he loved his calypso. He always had the tents. As a matter of fact, one of the tent pines, original. You know what I mean? So
And
Pull
don't,
Boy-
and don't forget the old mass.
Oh, at the old mass as well.
Oh.
That's right. Then Lucita Jean-Pierre says, I see you was playing old mass at Bogis. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, that's Bavano.
You know, he sent me a pic, you know, about
Same Robert?
yes, the old mass on call for Bum Bum Wall.
Is that true?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
All right.
On call for Bum Bum Wall.
All right.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see where we're right. Well, Andre, looks like St. Lucia is Gaza. Let's continue praying for my retirement country, St. Lucia. Two small people. Please stop.
Who said that?
Lucita Jean-Pierre.
Oh, Lucita.
Yeah, looks like
She's planning to
Lucia is
come
like-
back
I could see
Retire.
Lucita coming back home permanently. I
Uh-huh.
could see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Arthur Charles says, oh yes, Auntie Lucita, Old Mass is my thing. Arthur played his Old Mass as well, by the way. Marilyn King, good morning, Marilyn. How you doing? Have a great day. Nisa Joseph Seeley says, Tony, you're right. Those were my top 3. Not sure in which order. When we mentioned the 3
The
road
car,
march
freak outs, miserable.
Right. All right. So next in line is Zephyrin Mitchell. Hi, Zephyrin. Good morning
Hi,
to
Zephyrin. Good morning.
you. That's all Zephyrin said as well. Good morning to all. Nisa Joseph came right back. Nisa Joseph Seeley. Can't leave out the Seeley part. I believe that Herb Black did it with Suzette. He won the Calypso Monarch, Groovy Monarch, and Road March. Now, I said
You
that.
said that, but we were
but
checking
no.
online, but no.
He did not win the
No, he
Road
did
March
not
part.
win Road March with
We,
Suzette.
we think that year it was Ricky T who won it.
Yeah, we checked. It was Ricky T who won that year.
Right. Because I kind of thought, I swear he did the triple. Honestly.
No.
But it seems as though Ricky T won the Road March that year. Okay. Along comes Mervyn Shallery. Mervyn says, hello, Rev-Up family. And Nisa Joseph came back again. Nisa Joseph Seeley. You can definitely find some teenagers on the streets at that time of night. Those who belong to the 6s and 7s gang. Nisa says, yes, Tony, because children was a white... she says, yes, Tony, Chase... the person, Andrew, the Chase Childers person, was a white man. Condolences to his family.
Okay, okay.
May he rest in perfect peace.
Indeed, indeed.
Thank you, Nisa. I really, really appreciate that. Okay. I mean, I said it jokingly because the comedians always make that kind of joke. Yeah. All right. Christine Joseph says, great. Bravo to the Antigua government. Of course, remember what they were talking about.
Curfew.
Arthur Charles says, good morning, folks. Today is the birthday of the following persons: Fiona McIntosh. Not McIntosh. That's what you said there, huh? Fiona McIntosh Felicia of Mondadon, 100 years old today.
Wow.
Congratulations. What's her name again, Tony? Fiona
McIntosh.
McIntosh.
Yes.
Fiona
Yeah.
McIntosh. Special good morning to you. Any address as to where she lives, no?
He says
Mondadon.
Mondadon.
Mondadon. Okay.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Miss Fiona
100th birthday to you, my lady.
McIntosh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have a great
100.
day. Have a great
Wow.
day.
Happy birthday one more time. In fact, no, congratulations. I love it when you said that. When you reach them kind of ages, Andrew, it's
Yeah.
congratulations.
Boy, that's huge,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah, it's huge, especially in these times.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, definitely. He also adds, it is also the birthday of Peter Azzy Alexander.
Hey,
Peter
Azzy, haven't
Azzy
seen him in a while.
Alexander.
Nor
For
have I
real?
heard him in a while. Happy birthday to you, Azzy. Yes, I. All the best. All the best.
Yeah. All right, Zephyrin Mitchell says, blessed love to you guys and my darling Miss Lucita Jean-Pierre in New York from Zepho. Myrtle Norville John. Okay, this is the one before the last. Myrtle Norville John says, happy birthday to Madeline Closell at the Marion home. She is 93 years old.
Hey, happy birthday to you,
happy
ma'am.
birthday,
Happy
Miss
birthday. Hope you're
Madeline
listening. Have yourself a nice day, all right? No doubt, I'm sure she'll be getting the royal treatment at the Marion home either later today or maybe as we speak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Tony spending your last days in a nursing home? How do you feel about that?
If it has to be, it has to be. You know, Andrew, you know how I do. If it has to be, it has to be.
No, I don't ask. That's not what I ask you. How would you feel if that's where you have to end up?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever thought of that. Maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe it's not a bad thing. There are people around.
Tony, I'll come and see you.
Okay, there you go. There you go. You know what I mean?
Imagine
Come to
that.
visit, you know what I mean?
Because I go in there.
Yeah, go
I go in there.
You don't
I
want
go
to
in
go.
there. No way.
Uh-huh.
No way. I go in
Oh,
there.
why?
Yeah.
Well, my grandmother made it very clear to me, do not put me in any nursing home.
Okay,
she
so
made
you're
that
the
very,
same.
very clear. So yeah, I'm following in that tradition.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Let me stay, even if nobody's taking care of me, I'll stay in the house.
You stay in the house and take care of yourself.
I'll
Okay.
take care of myself somewhere around.
Okay.
I'm going on nursing home. Sorry, folks. That's just me.
And you feel so, for sure, right?
I
All
feel
jokes
strongly.
aside,
Oh
all
yeah.
jokes aside,
No, I don't think I want that.
You have other people around
You
you.
have other people
you know what I mean?
around. You can share your stories.
my-
and so
Yeah,
on.
all those great stories. you
My
have.
choice of chicks would be limited.
Oh my God. Oh my word.
Not many to choose from. At the nursing home.
But his facial expression for me is dying. Oh gosh. No, but at that age, you don't have that many chicks to choose from. You might as well just choose your chick now. So your chick will be at home with you when you get to that point, yo.
All right. Okay, so just a couple to go. Elvin J. Team Workers sent a happy birthday greeting. He says, happy birthday to Damien St. Amy of Bellevue, Viewford, wishing him God's blessings and protection on his special day.
Happy
And
birthday,
he
Damien.
didn't give an age, so we're okay
Happy
with that as well.
birthday.
Happy birthday. That's to Mr. Damien St. Amy of Bellevue,
Saint
Viewford.
Amy.
And finally, Andy Cyril says, good morning, guys. Is 97.1 frequency working? Yes, it is working. That's what I listen on mostly, and I think it's fine.
So what's going on?
That's the question. I thought it was my vehicle.
When this morning on your way down?
No, from
The weekend?
2 days ago or so. I thought it was my vehicle.
But I listen.
And it sounds good,
It
right?
sounds fine,
On
yeah.
your vehicle. That's why I thought it was my vehicle.
Yeah.
They have
Maybe
Now,
it's-
somebody sent me a recording. Actually, it's Josie.
Okay.
Especially during the newscast this morning.
Yes.
And it sounded very, very like something was going on there. I didn't quite. I myself, I've never heard anything like that before. I say, hey. So I was wondering maybe that's just her radio or something.
So there you go.
Maybe
I
the
listened to the
area? Where were
entire
you
newscast.
listening?
She lives right next to me. I listened to the
Oh.
entire newscast on the radio. Never heard any disturbances.
You see? You see that? Now that's interesting.
No, I could tell you every story you read.
When I check, yeah.
Andrew, everything clear as silk.
Yes,
I
it's
listened
strange.
as well and I didn't have any.
I don't know. Some people are having some issues. I don't know what's going on. Strange. But I have a recording of it. So I
Yeah.
guess this is something I will have to take a look at and see what may be going on. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure we have a way of monitoring right here.
Mhm.
Okay, it's a little
That sounds-
delayed. It's a little delayed.
Yes,
but we're on.
Yes, it has
But
a
we're on.
delay.
That's the way we know if we're on or off.
And if there are any issues. But as far as I'm concerned, it seemed fine, except if we're slightly off tune. I'm glad we were talking about it, as a matter of fact. Maybe just slightly off tune, you know? So if anything, you can just check out the tuning and see if we're a little off tune. I almost wanted to change it to see if it was, again, my radio, 97.1, to change it to something else, just move it slightly to see. But maybe maybe it's not our tuning. It's probably our tuning here at the radio stations, maybe just slightly off.
I'm going to send him the recording that I have.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But as I said, I didn't notice anything untoward myself.
I didn't notice
Yeah,
anything.
but
It
anyway,
seemed pretty
okay.
clear on my end.
All right. So just before we end, should we be saying congratulations to Vibes Cartel? He's now the king of the dance hall. He was crowned on the last Friday.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
He replaces Beanie Man.
So Beanie Man was definitely king of the dance hall?
Well, that's what they
Well, Billy Man will still be
Beenie
my
Man,
king
why?
of the dance hall.
Yeah, I
don't know
always
about
thought
the
Beanie
Vibes
Man was the
Cartel thing there.
greatest
I'll have-
dance
I'll
hall.
pass on that.
Yeah, because
Honestly,
they actually spoke with him and they asked him how he felt about being king of the dance hall, and he said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine
Okay.
accepting it."
But Andre, to me, Beanie Man was untouchable. Boy. Song, hit after hit after hit. Yeah, just music, man. Yeah, so...
And he has that song, Welcome to the King of the Dance Hall, too.
Yeah.
Billy Man, yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
Andy Cyril says, we are getting a GIS. Now, having said that as well,
Who's getting a GIS?
on his radio, I suppose. Having said that as well,
Mm-hmm.
this morning, when I shifted a little bit to the right, I heard like a GIS programming. Nothing, not on 97.1, maybe 97.3, because Radio St. Lucia used to be 97.3. So I'm wondering if they try something, if they probably just tune in Radio St. Lucia, and maybe it's interfering with us just a little bit, just perhaps.
Interesting.
Yes.
I guess I will have to check it out to see what's going on. Now that you mentioned that, I listened to everybody. Just yesterday, I was listening to The Wave, and there's some serious breakup taking place there. You know, you hear some other station coming on. The same for RCI. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah. But yeah. All right. So we're gonna have to wrap it up.
Yes.
So Keena, what do you have coming up today on your show?
Grenada has climbed the global market as being one of the cleanest nations on earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's at number 2.
Wow, that's a compliment, man.
Yep.
Yeah, big time.
Yep, it's at number 2.
Grenada. Oh
They
my.
actually, the last time I visited Grenada, you could tell. The moment you land, you could tell.
Clean.
Clean.
They say that
You
about
could tell.
Canada. Is Canada number
Yes,
one?
I've heard about Canada being like that as well.
Yeah, no, it's not in the top. No. But Grenada, you could tell. The moment you land, the air is different. The air quality is different.
Wow.
Everywhere you go.
You know,
You
when
can
when I first went to the US, I was always fascinated with New York City, right? I couldn't wait to go to see New York City. And imagine at least at that time, I don't know what's happening right now. At that time, when I got to New York City, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Garbage.
It was a mess.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Well, most of the Brooklyn area, not necessarily even the city itself. I wasn't even impressed with it. Yeah, the trains and everything. But I think that's improved right now, if I'm
It
not
has.
mistaken.
It's-
How's Brooklyn now, Tony? Because I haven't been there in a.
I haven't been.
But now I left, I haven't been back. Huh?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Really?
Not
Oh,
once. Yeah, not once.
Been back
But
a few
I
times.
was disappointed, man, when I saw Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It was filthy at the time, but maybe it's improved right now.
Yeah, Brooklyn was one of those that was not so great in terms of the boroughs. But Bronx, where I stayed, was really nice.
Bronx wasn't bad.
Yeah, Bronx was
New
nice.
Jersey.
No, Jersey
Yeah,
was
Jersey is wonderful, right?
Yeah.
At least back in the day.
Yeah.
So yes, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, about Grenada being one of the cleanest.
In
what-
the world.
Imagine that.
Wow.
In the world. The
Wow,
air
that's
quality.
huge, man.
Yeah.
That's huge in terms of attracting tourism
tourism, yeah.
to the country,
Yeah,
because people
yeah.
look for that sort of thing. Wow.
So that's
Okay.
right up there. So that's
Okay.
good. And scientists are saying that dogs can detect Parkinson's disease with 98% accuracy. Yes. I could attest to the cancer part because remember a few months ago I spoke and I said the dog that I had, there are 3 people around me that had cancer and they were not aware of it, and the dog that I had detected it.
How would you know it detect that? I mean,
It's the scent. It kept on going to them in that particular area, and
Wow.
they didn't know why. And I was like, "Nah, something is wrong. You should go check." And one person had prostate cancer, another had a colon polyp that, if they hadn't removed it, would have become cancerous, and another one had prostate cancer as well.
Is that dog still alive?
Yes, it is actually.
Take me to that dog.
Her name is Ginger. Yeah.
So where's
yeah.
Ginger?
A friend of mine has her. Peter has her. So yeah, she actually, yeah. And there's another friend of mine who did not have cancer, but she had a condition with her foot, and Ginger picked it up as well.
So it just keeps going there.
Yeah, it keeps going there.
Sniffing,
Sometimes it's
sniffing,
sniffing
all
and
that.
stiffing, and it's not stopping. And even with me, the dog that I have currently, Snow, if I'm home and I'm having a headache or something, anything is wrong, I could tell that before I feel something, she picks up on it as well. Yeah. So
Wow.
she would come around and she would like try to have me play with her or pet her and that sort of stuff, or she would try to come on the bed. So I know, okay, something is happening. Yeah.
And you know, Tony, the neighbors who are next to Josiane, our neighbors were diagonally across from me. They have a couple of dogs that are eating nice. Okay?
Big breeds.
Yeah, massive things. And you know, these dogs, they see us, although we don't really, get close to them. The dogs know us, right? Especially in my case there, they would not say, they won't say, well, I shouldn't say this, they would say anything. They don't bark at me, nothing
They
like that.
know
right?
you're next
They-
door.
Yeah, they know me.
Yeah.
Anybody else who comes to that house there, where I live, man, it's noise the dogs making.
They don't know the other person. No, they know you.
That's
they know,
amazing.
okay, that's my homie right there.
I wonder if I go close, if I go close to one of those dogs, if they would be that receptive. I wonder.
I wonder.
Because I mean, I see them and I kind of afraid of them. I also wonder because
Try
they
one
just
day, you
they've been
never
looking
know.
at me. They look at me and stuff. They don't. I mean, they don't get on or anything. But I said, any stranger who comes there, they'd be barking.
Because even over the weekend, my neighbor's dog, I think he has a German Shepherd and a Keeta mix, and Snow was outside playing, and I'm in the kitchen door is open, and I turn and I see this huge dog coming towards me, and I'm like, oh my God, a dog. And the dog stood there like, are you serious right now? Are you seriously gonna be screaming your head off right now? I'm not gonna do you anything. And he just stood there. Snow came in, and Snow is backing away and is looking at Snow like, I just want to play with you, like chill. And it just went back, and I was like, okay, but when you see a dog that doesn't belong to you and it's so huge, the first thing you think, hey, it's gonna come, it's gonna do you something. Yeah. And sometimes it does happen, but the moment it came and I turned and I saw it and realized, oh my God, she's afraid of me, it just kind of like calm down. Yeah.
And those the ones my neighbor has, these are Rottweilers. And they're so cute when they're little pups. They're cute. But when these things get big boy, these things are massive. They're massive, and they look like they ate it nice.
And again, it's how you raise the dogs, though, how you train them. Because some dogs, if they're trained properly, they could smell, and we've heard that time and time again, they could tell when someone is afraid. And I think my neighbor's dog knew, hey, she's one of us. She lives around here, so let me not do anything.
But I just wonder, I said to myself, I wonder if I go, try and play with it. Boy, take a chance like that, huh?
No, try. Just say hi.
Yeah, hey, you.
Just say hi.
You prepared to do my shift?
That early rising thing?
Yeah, boy.
That takes a toll on your body,
Yes.
Yeah.
So Keena will be with you until 3 o'clock this afternoon. 3 o'clock is going to be Zen the DJ until 6. Folks, today is not Monday. It's not Tuesday. Today is Wednesday.
I know, right?
Wednesday, the 23rd of July. It's like the month is just creeping. We still have till what, next week again? A few days.
A whole week and a day or two.
Before the month ends.
Yeah.
That's right.
Time is going by pretty
month
quickly
what,
this
5
year.
weeks? 5 weeks.
And yesterday was the shortest day, the second shortest day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this has been Hard Drive. Tony, thank you very much. Keena, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Brought to you with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor, JJ's Paradise, and Joseph Shipping Agency. Joseph Shipping Agency, the only agency in St. Lucia with 24 hours efficient service. When everyone else is asleep, we are awake. Call Joseph Shipping at 484-8888. That's 484-8888. Joseph Shipping Agency. Now, at JJ's Paradise, we are offering day pass specials for adults at a cost of $75 BC and children $45 BC, which includes pool access, 1 free drink, lunch, buffet style, and dessert ice cream. Children 12 years and over will pay the adult price. Book a room for an additional EC $165 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call JJ's Paradise at 721-7693. That's 721-7693. And book a day pass package at JJ's Paradise today. Towels are not provided.
In moments of loss, finding comfort and support is essential. At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we understand that every life is unique, and honoring that life is our mission. Our dedicated team is here to guide you through every step, offering personalized services that reflect the cherished memories of your loved one. From traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life, we provide a range of options tailored to your family's wishes. Whether it's a simple service or an elaborate tribute, we ensure every detail is handled with care. Let us help you create a meaningful farewell, honoring the legacy of your loved one. To learn more about our services, call 758-452-2021 Castries, 758-454-9239 Viewfort. Visit us at www.rambalisfuneral.com. Rambali's Funeral Parlor, where memories are cherished and love is everlasting.
From coast to coast,
I would love to hear it.
we're revving up the airwaves
Are you sleeping?
on 97.1 FM.
Sometimes the world feels uncertain, doesn't it? However, one truth remains. Jesus